Frank Powers, and this is Lifestyle Tucson, the program where I speak to our neighbors, the people behind the scenes of our amazing organizations that are 501c3 nonprofits. Our friends are informing you how they serve our community, and they're here to give you updates on future projects. Let's make some old friends today. Yeah. Dog advocacy plays a crucial role in protecting and promoting the rights and well-being of dogs. Through raising awareness, fighting against animal cruelty, promoting responsible ownership, and challenging breed discrimination, dog advocates are making a significant difference in the lives of dogs and creating a more compassionate and responsible society for them. And save the date, because the 16th annual Rodeo Days Arts Celebration is Saturday, February 28th, 2026. This continues my amazing feature on the rodeo, as I'm trying to talk about it every single week here on Lifestyle Tucson, and this event is great. There's going to be all this live music all day long, pony rides for the kids, free gift bags for young buckaroos, and hopefully kids of all ages, wink wink, fine artists and vendors, music all day, food, Western-themed fun, and who would have told me about something so great? Well, it's the one and only Lara Iacobucci Paris, BOOCH! Founder and CEO of Tucson Action Team, Advocacy for Dogs. BOOCH, welcome back to Lifestyle Tucson.
Thank you. I love that introduction. It's so exciting to be back here talking about dogs and talking about Rodeo Days.
Heck yeah. And she didn't come alone, because she's been telling me that they've been really busy over there helping out these pets around town, and they've got a program manager for the Spay and Neuter. It's Katie Bultman. Katie, welcome to Lifestyle Tucson.
Thank you very much, Frank. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm very excited to see how this whole show goes.
Heck yeah. I think it's a fun, easy flow, because you see, BOOCH, fun, right? Charisma off the charts. Me and her getting a room together, we're having a good time.
Right.
So let's have a good time, because last time you were here, we were talking about everything that you do with your organization, helping out all these animals. And you've been saying that you've been really busy since then.
Right.
So let's talk about what you're doing, what your organization is all about. And then we're going to talk about this great event at the rodeo with art.
Yes. So since I was here last time, we've been talking about spay and neuter, spay and neuter, spay and neuter, the only way we can control the pet population. Bob Barker said it just right.
That's right. The price is right, baby.
Right? So we want to control the pet population, have your pets spayed and neutered. Okay? So we offer spay and neuter to people who can't afford it, and we are at over 600 dogs right now.
That is a lot.
In 14 months.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That
not
is a
since
lot.
the inception of Tucson Action Team, but in the last 14 months.
Congratulations.
And the reason why is because of Katie Bultman.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well done,
That's
Katie.
right. Yep. Laura, I just wanted to update you live. Is we are at 622 dogs.
There we go.
Yep. And we have several different events coming up, some spay neuter opportunities that we want to talk about here today. And
Let's do that, because we can get into it right now, where it is about helping control the population and not have all these stray dogs, not have dogs that people can't afford, that people end up getting rid of. You don't want that. And you don't want a lot of this stuff that I see when I visit Glendale. And there's a lot of stray dogs and cats just running around on the streets. And you notice it. I just visited, and it was like a cartoon where a pack of them chased my car, chasing the tires.
oh my God.
And I'm like, a pack of stray dogs, like running the streets. You can't have the animals be overpopulating your area. It's important that you guys are helping to advocate and fix this problem. So tell me about what it takes to do this and what you've done to put your plan into action.
Initiating spay neuter programs comes first with money, and as you know, Laura is our fundraiser. She does a great job providing a budget for us. But then we reach out to local vets and organize different kinds of events. Some of them are simply one-off appointments. Others are clinics where we bring in multiple dogs at once to a particular clinic. One of the things we're working on right now is working with the Friends of Pack program. They have a clinic, the new Friends of Pack clinic on First Avenue, where we are going to be promoting their big dog program.
Okay.
What that entails is anybody who has access, EBT, kids on free and reduced lunch, tribal membership, and a dog who is going to reach 40 pounds by 1 year of age or is already 40 pounds and older than 1 year, those dogs can come into the clinic and get a very good deal, spay or neuter, vaccinations, and microchip. Their grant covers the bulk of the surgery. Our organization covers their copay.
Wow. What a gift. I mean, that's essentially just what that is. Like, that's really important that you're helping out all these folks.
Absolutely.
Heck yeah. It is important to really take care of that. And if people do even find that they have like stray cats and stray dogs in their neighborhood, what do you recommend they do if they don't know what to do?
Well, the first thing with stray cats, we recommend they reach out to community cats at PAC because they do the snip and tip events, which they have one coming up in February, the 14th and 15th, I believe. And community cats can help you figure out how to get a stray cat in on that event. But if there are stray dogs, there are multiple approaches that the team takes, and that's not just the spay-neuter responsibility. That falls under other teams that Lara is overseeing. But we do everything from having people reach out to PAC to see if they can help, or there are times when we take action and we go boots on the ground and try to help these people find solutions to the problem.
Well, it is the Tucson Action Team. That's the spirit.
Well, we put the action in action team. I mean, we get out there and do it. But, that's the thing. We can't have these stray dogs out here. These stray dogs are going to become aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you're out walking your dog and all of a sudden here comes a pack of dogs, we have to protect the community. That's what we're all working together with PAC for.
That's important. And even you go up to the casino sometimes and some of those reservation dogs they do are just running around. So being able to offer this service to those folks that are like, oh, they qualify for it. So like, let's help everybody, because you don't want a bunch of rampant rabid dogs running around.
Absolutely. We have a case out in 3 Points we've worked where a woman was riding her ATV and got attacked by a dog.
Really?
That dog would not let go. She ended up with multiple stitches in multiple parts of her body. Had she not been on an ATV, she feels she would have been killed.
Probably. I mean, that's horrifying. That's terrible.
It is.
That is terrifying, and people don't realize that that's what we're talking about. It's not just, it is a danger to people. That's a very important thing to really realize, is that we can mention Bob Barker, and people do almost make the joke of this, but it's not. Like, it is a call to action to make sure that we're all doing our parts to make sure that these animals aren't suffering, because that animal is clearly suffering.
Correct.
Yeah. So that's really important. Now, let me ask you, when it comes to your organization, because how long have you been with the organization so far?
I've been with Tucson Action Team since July 2024.
Okay, great. What have you found since, how has it been since starting, and looking back from day one, how you maybe felt about, all right, here we go, to seeing what you've been able to do now? How does that feel? Because you're definitely making an impact.
Oh, yes. We've gone from, hey, let's do this, and a couple of people sitting around talking about it, doing a few spay neuters here and there, to let's really do this.
Wow.
To fundraising, to putting teams underneath this project, to reaching out to multiple vets across the county, to reaching out to 3 Points and Summit, underserved populations where we're making an impact in the lives of these people who live out there. But not only that, we're building bridges between our organization and other organizations out there, other nonprofits, and the big players like PAC and Humane Society, who are capable of making really deep impact. We're trying to bridge those gaps, and nobody is better at that than Lara. She sits on the PAC Act board and has a direct link to many of those people, but it really has opened up the potential for our team to complement what they are already doing for the community.
That is a big deal, because PAC and Friends of PAC and the Humane Society, big organizations, drowning in dogs in a way. They're at their limit kind of always, where they have their little meter that shows you, we just took in this many of these. We need to get things moving along. Let's try to get things moving, get these dogs into homes. And that's really important to see kind of the crisis that they're always in, where they do need help. They need help from other organizations to do some of that work, to be the boots on the ground, to take up a mission so that they can focus on what they can do.
And I can also say the Spay Neuter team, all of the people who volunteer on the Spay Neuter team participate in PAC in one way or another. Several of us are dog walkers. Others work the TRN, which is the Tucson Rescue Now events.
Okay.
So we all have our fingers in that pie to try to help out in that very boots on the ground kind of way.
That's awesome. So one of the things you were talking about was getting into fundraisers. So let's talk about this great fundraiser. Because I was asking before we started, I was like, wait a minute, we're talking about art. Are we talking about dogs today? Which dogs? Who are you? Where am I? And what happens is that, yes, this great event, the 16th annual Rodeo Days Art Celebration that is going to be happening on Saturday, February 28th from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m., I believe that you are the beneficiary of the silent auction. Is that what you were saying?
We are.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So we'll use all that money that we make off the silent auction to fund Spay and Neuter. So it's the 28th. It's from 10 to 4. It's at Plaza Palomino. There's going to be all kinds of exciting things. Plus, there's going to be adoptable dogs. There's going to be things to bid on. So it's going to be a really good time.
Heck yeah, it is. Why don't we take a look at the whole schedule of events? Because, yeah, mentioning where it is, I haven't done that yet. Good point. Plaza Palomino, where is that?
It's on Fort Lowell and Swan.
Okay. So right there near the Trident Grill, I'm looking at the map.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a fun 6-hour event. Why don't we go through some of these great bands? Because you got them all listed here. Tell me about some of these great acts that you've got.
So they have a whole different variety of music. The lady over at Plaza Palomino, she's done this for 16 years. They get at least 1,500 people out there.
Wow.
So there's going to be all kinds of different music, a little bit of everything for everybody, from Spanish-style music and mariachis to just regular some guitar music. There's all kinds of restaurants in Plaza Palomino. There's Vera Amore, there's Trident, but there's also going to be food trucks.
Oh.
And then we're going to have 5 different rescues with adoptable dogs. So you can come out, buy some art, and meet your new best friend.
That is amazing. We got Mariachi Herradura from 10 to 11. Then you got Ballet Folklorico Tapatio from 11:15 to 11:45. The Cochise County All-Stars. Then you got Copper, they're going to be at noon. You got Copper Moon and Larry Armstrong featuring Tony Clark from 2 p.m. till 4 p.m. As I was saying, free pony rides for the kids, free gift bags for young buckaroos, fine artisan vendors, my favorite thing, music all day, food, Western-themed fun. There's a big Facebook event you can go join so you can get all the details, and this way you get reminded about it. I can see that there's so many people going there, and yeah, it says Plaza Palomino is a beautiful, iconic shopping and dining venue with a monthly concert series. So get all the details about it by visiting their Facebook page over at Tucson Action Team, right? Advocacy for Dogs on Facebook.
Right. Yeah, you can go to Tucson Action Team and you can click on events. We have all the information there. Or you can go to Annual Rodeo Days Art Celebration, and they have a Facebook page also.
Great. So that is a really fun day, and it's all going to your great organization. Tell me about, so have you been to this event in the past?
I have not.
You've not? So your first time? Anybody been to this thing?
No.
That's exciting. I love things like this. This
Me
sounds
too.
like a fun day, and them putting on like the monthly concert series. We do this every month, and now this month it's for you. You know?
It is. And it's such a great community that we have built because another organization couldn't do it and recommended us.
Oh,
and
okay.
I thought, you know what? That is just great collaboration right there. So we're going to have some good stuff. We're going to have art of our own. We're going to have gift cards. We're going to have golf. We're going to have wine. We're going to have all kinds of things to auction off.
So super fun. Make sure you get all the details and get involved and know everything that's going on at the 16th Annual Rodeo Days Art Celebration. So that is just such a great event, and I love art. What other fun events do you have coming up in the future?
Well, actually, on February 24th, that is National Spay Neuter Day.
Oh.
We have already organized a clinic at one of our pet partners, Old Pueblo Veterinary Clinic. We are looking to organize other events at the Friends of PAC Clinic and some of our other vets. We have vets on the east side all over town.
That's awesome because it's about that partnership. So
Absolutely.
That's a fun event to keep in mind and to get involved, especially if it's Spay and Neuter Day. That's incredible.
Right.
Is that a national thing?
It is.
Really? That's incredible because sometimes you need these big days. Again, a lot of guys think they got it all figured out. I don't need no Valentine's Day, but then no card comes throughout the whole year until that day.
Right.
So sometimes we need a day to be reminded to talk like a pirate as well. So it's fun to have these days that remind us to get involved, take action, right? Do things in the community. So that's really important. So it's fun to keep that day in mind.
Not only that, but it's a great day to think about making an appointment for your pet to go get it spayed and neutered. If it's something you've been putting off because of Christmas bills and that kind of thing, maybe this is the perfect opportunity. You could reach out to the Tucson Action Team, fill out our application, and we can route you to the best low-cost spay-neuter clinic we can find for you.
There you go. They got the answers for you. What is your website?
TucsonActionTeam.com. And they can, on that day, they can go to our website and make a donation. If they don't have a dog to spay and neuter, they could make a donation.
That's the spirit, because I always ask if you need volunteers. And if you can't donate your time, donate your money. Because remember, time is money. And if you don't got a place to be, well, then you can send money their way. And a monthly gift is something they can count on because it kind of works like a salary. Even if it's just $10 a month, make a difference by helping out this great organization. You hear how hard they're working and volunteering, doing so much, right?
Frank, you bring up a really good point. That $10 a month, currently we're working a multiple dog case. And one of the things that the Tucson Action Team is looking to do is raise money to be able to pay for the vaccinations for this dog. We're working with one of our rescue partners, Pathways for Paws, to go out and give the parvo distemper vaccinations to more than 20 dogs.
Okay.
And we're trying to find solutions for this dog owner to keep these dogs in her home because PAC is full, the rescues are full, Humane Society is full. We have no solutions other than supporting people in their homes.
Wow. So yeah, important, very important. Make sure you go donate.
TucsonActionTeam.com.
There you go. It's not a .org. Sometimes I'm like, was it .org? No, it's a .com.
It's a .com.
That's right. Easy to remember. So, Katie, Lara's been on the show in the past, but why don't I ask you just some great questions about the organization and what your experience has been in addition to what we were talking about with the Spay and Neuter team. What have you seen as far as the last year and change, like as far as a success story that's personal? Tell me about something that sticks out in your mind.
We have a client. I would mention her name, but I don't feel comfortable doing so. We spayed and neutered her 6 dogs for her. And a couple of these dogs, these were all very big dogs. We got them into the Friends of PAC clinic under the Big Dog program. While this dog was on the table, the vets called and said it's in great need of entropion surgery, which is when the eyelids fold into the eye and the eyelashes are constantly causing irritation. I asked them, if we don't do this surgery, what's the outcome for this dog? What's the prognosis? And they said a lifetime of pain. So I said, let's go ahead and do it. We did. Owner is so grateful that we were able to help her do something that would have been absolutely out of her price range to be able to afford. And we got all her dogs spayed and neutered, and this dog the surgery that it needed.
That's incredible. Because, again, no one thinks about that. A dog's eyelashes are causing this problem that's insane. I've never heard of that. And that happens with a pet owner. You'll have a friend or you have a pet, and then all of a sudden something goes wrong. And that's an incredible story.
It's one of the beauties of the Big Dog Grant that Friends of PAC Clinic, Santa Cruz Veterinary Clinic, and Humane Society all have parts of this grant to provide this service to big dogs for people who qualify. Again, the person has to have access, EBT, tribal membership, kids on free and reduced lunch. Dog owners who have those qualifications and their dog is a 40-pound dog or more, the program enables them to go in and get the surgery they need for a $35 copay. What that enables us to do is if a dog does have a significant problem like this dog did, we sometimes can go in and provide funding for that purpose. Now, that is not our mission. Mm-hmm. Our mission is spay neuter. But occasionally we have a client who does have an extenuating need that we either say, no, just close them up and we're done, or we try to find additional funding for that. Right. So if you're interested in making a donation for us to be able to continue servicing the community in this way, please go to TucsonActionTeam.com and go to the Give page, leave a donation.
That's important. It's a great call to action, again, right here. I got to ask this question. If I'm an average Joe that doesn't use any, like, what does a spay and neuter cost on average, or what can it cost?
Hundreds of dollars.
Right.
$500, $600, $700, $800.
Wow.
It's insane.
Right. So when you're talking about we spayed 6 of this person, yes. That adds up quick.
Yeah,
that adds up quick to the thousands of dollars.
And people don't realize that a lot of these dogs that come in, and as much funding as I have, I use.
Mm-hmm.
We have no admin costs or anything like that. We're all volunteers.
Yep.
So everything that comes in is used for dogs. If a dog comes in and needs a groom, because it has severe matting, I mean, a groom can be anywhere from $50 to $100.
Yeah.
Who has that extra money right now? So we go in and say, you know what, groom the dog, because the dog has discomfort.
Yeah. No, it's clutch and really makes a difference in the well-being of even the family.
Right.
That you want a nice, clean dog, just like you want a nice, clean house.
Right.
And that's really important. All these extra steps that you're going through and connecting all these dots for everyone. Having a clearer mission is very smart of like, we are focused on this mission of spay and neuter, but yes, we help where we can with other things if the situation is applicable. But that's incredible, the work that you're doing, the people you're helping, the animals that you're helping. So I really can't thank you enough for, again, telling me about what you're up to, but coming on back to talk about everything you've done since. What great progress since the autumn. That is huge. And really just such a great organization that's really trying to help so many other great organizations like PAC and Friends of PAC. PAC, the organization that needs a whole separate organization that's like, we're Friends of PAC. Like, that's crazy. That's how big the problem is. But you are the big solution to this problem.
And we can do a lot of things that Friends of PAC say can't do. You know, like they can't provide transportation. We can provide transportation to our spay and neuter people. We provide that concierge service for spay and neuter. We help them make the appointment. We take them through the steps because a lot of people don't know the steps. And a lot of people don't have transportation. They can't really take their dog on the bus after surgery.
Right.
So we drive them home. We'll drive them to the clinic. They really take, you shouldn't have bad care because you can't afford the service.
Yeah.
Everyone should be entitled to good care for themselves and for their animals.
I agree with that, Laura. And in fact, we have people transporting today for us to the Friends of PAC clinic. But I wanted to go back to what your question was about how much it can cost. We recently helped a woman who was quoted a $2,000 neuter surgery for her Great Dane. And we ended up getting this dog into the Friends of PAC clinic. And when, again, on the table, the vets said this dog needs a gastropexy, which is stomach tacking, because in deep-chested dogs like Great Danes, their stomachs have a chance to flip.
Okay.
And when that happens, it's life-threatening. It's like when horses have colic.
Okay.
It's a very life-threatening situation. So because we were able to help provide the spay-neuter, the owner was able to pay for the surgery that prevented future down-the-line problems for their very big dog.
Right. Making those dominoes fall in the right direction.
Absolutely.
Is the point. Because everything that you're doing, it's that butterfly effect of making change that helps people make change and continues to make changes for not just that family, but then even the community and all of us here in Tucson by, taking care of these pets. So that's really important. And you should help take care of this organization by going to the 16th Annual Rodeo Days Art Celebration. Save the date. It's the 16th Annual Rodeo Days Art Celebration, Saturday, February 28th from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. You can go get all the details on Facebook by following Tucson Action Team Advocacy for Dogs, because today we made friends with Lara Iacobucci Paris, BOOCH, founder and CEO of Tucson Action Team Advocacy for Dogs, as well as Katie Bultman, program manager for the Spay and Neuter team. Dogs are not our whole life, but they make our lives whole. Thank you both so much for joining me today.
Thank you, Free.
Thank you. I love you.
This was Lifestyle Tucson. Bing bong bing, time for a recap. What a great conversation. I love when BOOCH shows up. always fun. And it's great to talk all about all the difference they've been making with Tucson Action Team. Let's talk all about them first. You can get all the details for everything they're all about over at TucsonActionTeam.com. There is a Facebook group you can join, Tucson Action Team, to advocate for dogs over on Facebook. Tucson Action Team is over on Instagram as well, at Tucson Action Team. There's some underscores in there. You'll find them. Just start typing. And make sure you don't miss the 16th annual Rodeo Days Art Celebration. Artists and vendors, 3 bands, mariachi, ballet, folklorico, tapatio, pony rides for the kids, February 28th from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. over at Plaza Palomino. You can get all the details over at plazapalomino.com, and they are located at 2990 North Swan Road, Tucson, Arizona, 85712. Make sure you get involved, share the event, and have some fun raising money for this great organization and helping out all the people that they help out over at Tucson Action Team, Advocacy for Dogs. So I want to thank our old friends at the Tucson Action Team, BOOCH, for joining me today. You've been listening to Lifestyle Tucson. If you're a nonprofit that would like to be on the show, email lifestyletucson@gmail.com. For more information about this program or to listen to something you may have missed, go to the Sunday Mornings page on klpx.com, kfma.com, mixfm.com, or espntucson.com. You can also subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, and Audible, or wherever fine podcasts are advocating for anyone. Follow on Facebook, Instagram, and especially YouTube at Lifestyle Tucson, because I'm your BFF, your best Frank forever, Frank Powers, and Tucson. I love you the most.